With the weather getting chilly, staying warm in Chicago is definitely a priority. And what better way to do that than grab me a cup of joe and go into your favorite coffee house? But there is a better way, especially when said coffee house has a bunch of radical 80s movie memorabilia.
Basically what happened was there was a bunch of nerds that got together and wanted to build a coffee shop. So we did.
I'm here at the Wormhole Cafe with my friend Joe, who's the one who tuned me into this place. He'll be co-hosting with me today. So Joe, what exactly, in your opinion, makes this place so awesome?
Well, it could be the location. It's located right here in the heart of Wicker Park. Or it could be that one of their coffee drinks has Cocoa Puff cereal in it. Or it could be the fact that there's a DeLorean wired for time travel right here in the coffee shop.
The atmosphere of the shop is pretty nerdy. We all kind of got together and just built this collection of things that kind of remind us of a really good time in our life. You know, we're all kind of kids of the 80s and we kind of wanted to embrace it. We don't necessarily embrace the music of the 80s as much as some might, but the pop culture aspect, the movies, the art that came about it, it's just really memorable.
When I heard about this place opening, I kind of couldn't believe it. The first time I came in here, there was nothing here. There was literally like the frame of this and the DeLorean. And I came in and just flipped out on it. The Mr. Fusion on the back of it is actually legit. That's the most expensive thing on the whole car, I've been told. The Mr. Fusion is, if you remember from the end of Back to the Future 1, where he opens it up and he's fueling it with like their High Life and like garbage and stuff like that. It's actually a coffee grinder that Krupp's made from the 80s, and you have to special order these like molds, and there's some guy that owns all the original molds to it, and you get the decals and everything, so it's as legit as it could possibly be.
Do your outlets support 1.21 gigawatts?
Of course I do.
All right.
I'm actually head of quality control here and coffee buying. So we've built this program where all of our drinks are handmade as far as the syrups that we use.
Getting the coffee the way we wanted it, we worked really hard on our specialty drinks. We really just wanted all the coffee and tea to be like the best that it could be. We have a team of really nerdy baristas that have all been working in coffee for like, probably all of us have worked in specialty coffee at least 5 years. So we were just really concentrating on making our drinks the best that they could be.
We prefer doing the pour over because it's a really effective way to show people that you can make really good coffee at home. So you don't need a $5,000 to $10,000 machine to make a great cup of coffee. It's an artisan craft. It's a way of making coffee that you can just use a filter and some coffee and some hot water. And because you control the temperature of the water, it's a lot easier to get the right extraction and a really good cup, as opposed to, you know, a coffee maker that never really gets hot enough. So we like showing people how to do them. We like doing experiments with them, and that way people can feel like coffee is attainable and a really good quality at their home. The collection came about basically with Travis, the owner, spending long nights on eBay searching and finding things, and we basically got boxes in about 3 times a day for a long time before open that just had tons and tons of memorabilia, and we got to pick and choose, you know, what we wanted to put up. We finally got our Nintendo hooked up, which has been a lot of Dunk Hunt, a lot of Zelda. I got Zelda working yesterday. That's pretty exciting.
It's super nostalgic. Like, I didn't expect this here. And yeah, I love Nintendo. Like blowing into the cartridge to get it to work and stuff. So no, it's a blast for the past.
Quit sucking.
we're gonna make something called Mocha Puffs, and how exactly did you come up with this recipe?
Well, we were hanging out here before we opened, and we had gotten a couple weeks delay on construction, so we had all this extra milk that we had laying around. We're like, how do we get rid of milk? So we bought a ton of cereal. So you just get Cocoa Puffs, you know, in a bowl like you do. But we use whole milk for everything just because it tastes better. So really the joy of this is you can get your cereal and your coffee together, and you know, best part of Cocoa Puffs is drinking the milk. So at the end you have espresso with chocolatey milk. I have a regular who gets a 12-ounce coffee and 4 shots of Cocoa Puffs often.
And they're wired the rest of the day on sugar and caffeine. Here, we'll pass this off to Joe here, who can have the first taste. Joe's been very excited to try this.
Whoa.
Is that heavy?
Oh, that's heavy. Great Scott.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna try it now. I have a feeling I'm gonna be like addicted to this. I'm kind of scared. Okay, I've never wanted to do the food orgasm face before, but I think I just did it.
What is the Walter Peck?
The Walter Peck is a specialty drink we have here. It is a shot, essentially. This is gonna wake you up.
Walter Peck is from Ghostbusters. He is the EPA agent. The jerk, the one who was trying to shut them down.
We serve it in this glass. At the bottom, we put a little bit of a homemade vanilla syrup that we make in-house here, cold half and half, and then the lovely Sarah here is gonna pull a full extraction of espresso on top.
All right, I'm ready.
gotta
So
do-
fast, but not too fast.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready? Cheers. All the way down the bottom.
That is good.
Delicious,
Delicious,
huh?
yeah.
Yep. You get the hot and cold, and then it ends with a little bit of.
It does, yeah. It's very good.
Wow, does it like kick everything up a notch?
We have this amazing tea called cascara. It's a coffee cherry tea. Coffee actually grows in cherries, which a lot of people don't know. 2 coffee beans come in a cherry.
This is the cask of the bean. So like cascara is the name of the tea. That means like shell in Spanish. Literally, it's the thing outside the coffee bean.
And it's sort of like a coffee tea combination. You get this really great ripe cherry apricot taste, and it just gets sweeter and sweeter, and you can steep it. And we've just got all of Wicker Park like super hyper addicted to cascara tea.
So I'm visiting friends, and we just came here after a core fusion class. Like, so we're having our after workout biscotti and coffee, just to ruin our workout.
Are you a coffee drinker?
They do have like several different kinds of coffee too that I've tried, like the drip kind. I tried that the other day. It's really smooth flavor of coffee. It's pretty good stuff.
You will never sleep.
Now I'm gonna go run around the block 10 times.
If you're looking for an 80s pop culture flashback or just want a good cup of coffee, I highly recommend the Wormhole Coffee Shop.
Not only are they open super early, but they're open really late, so it's perfect for just hanging out or a late night study session.
And now that Joe and I are all jazzed up on Cocoa Puffs and coffee, I think it's time for us to head back to the office.
One more game.
All right. No, dude, you missed the one up. Go down two. There's a secret too. Go down.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
There we go.